Hey everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Premodern Magic Online Battles. I'm Michael Hoyp. I am joined today with my friend Lester, who will be playing on the other side. Uh, I will be playing an Atog Fling list. This is something that I'm trying out to see how well it works, and I'm not sure if it's any good. I am thinking about playing it in the pre-modern Winter Blast, so this is a little bit of play testing for me to see if it's a viable deck. And before I get started, I want to thank DojoTradeBots for making this video possible. If you play Magic Online, I encourage you to check them out for any of your card needs. And then if you do any shopping on TCG Player, they have a TCG store with the Dojo Paper Trade Outlet, I believe is the name. So give them a check out to support what I'm doing, support them. Okay, so the deck that I have has a lot of artifacts in it, and it's kind of like a half mud, half burn deck, but a lot of artifacts, and then Atog, and you also see this Phyrexian Dreadnought. And the only thing this Dreadnought can do is be fed to an Atog, or I also have 3 copies of Fling to just deal 12 points of damage. So this hand, I can play Ankh on turn 1, which is pretty powerful, but then obviously I'm going to have to lose the City of Traitors. I think it's worth it. I'm going to try and be the aggressor. There's a lot of artifacts in the rest of the deck, so we'll see how this goes. Now, one of the cards that's not in my hand but is pretty important is Howling Mine, and that can really just give you enough velocity to keep going through your deck to kind of assemble the Dreadnought Atog, or the Dreadnought Fling combo. So that's probably the card that I'm looking to see the most. All right. So given that I have a turn 1 Ankh, I'm looking to just deal my opponent a good amount of damage and hopefully get them to a life total where an Atog or a Dreadnought Fling can take them out. Okay, it looks like we're playing against a Sligh type deck. So I have the option of playing an Atog or playing a Lightning Bolt. I guess I'm interested in just, because I have the other land, I can just play the Bolt now. Okay, put these on the stack. I'll tap this for good measure. I'm sure the Sligh deck is very excited about me taking damage from my own lands, so. Take out the Jackal Pup, and I'll just ship the turn. Alright, fetch lands. That's a good sign. That's something you do want to see when you have an Ankh of Mishra in play. Alright, so he's less than 12, so if I draw Fling, then I just need another land, and then I can finish him off. Alright, I don't know. I'm gonna play this Atog first. If it dies, well, it's unlikely to just die because, well, actually, what I could do is, I could block, and then I can sacrifice the Mishra's Factory either when I'm blocking or when I'm attacking, and then if I do play a land, then I can play it and not take 2 extra damage. And since I have another Ankh, I can play it after I play my land if I draw one. Let's see if he's willing to trade. Okay, so here, so I have a few options. I could not block at all. I could block and trade. I can block and sack a Mishra's Factory. So one thing, so he hasn't played a land. That doesn't necessarily mean that he doesn't have a land because he doesn't want to take 2 damage necessarily. The question is, I think I'm okay with just trading here because he's not really. Yeah, because I have the second Atog, I'm just gonna block and trade with a Goblin Patrol. if he's not able to play another land, then he's not really committing to the board anymore, and I can just play an Atog, and I'm in still good shape. And so that's what I'll do. I guess there is a reasonable line of just playing another Ankh of Mishra, but I think it's I guess that was pretty reasonable. It's hard for him to play any more lands if he's taking 4. But then I also get in danger of having to play any more lands. Okay, so I think I'm willing to sacrifice. Yep, and it's likely that this is going to get bolted or something in response, which is fine. It's a lightning bolt is not at my face, so I mean I'd rather have an Atog in play, but I still think I'm in decent shape here. Especially if there's no land, then okay. Um, yeah, I'm just gonna play. I'm just gonna play the Ankh. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna play the Ankh of Mishra because I don't have that many more lands that I need or want to play, and I think it's probably more effective than playing Winter Orb. Okay, so he'll play more Goblin Patrols. I have a Mind Stone, so I can Mind Stone in Chromatic Sphere. Taking 4 next turn, then. I mean, I don't really have many other options, so this is what I'm going to go for. So now I need a Fling. That's what I need. We'll see how much damage can come out of the Sligh deck. And yeah, I'm at a pretty quick clock. I guess I will. Gonna filter this Chromatic Sphere. Another Ankh of Mishra is not exactly what I need. I am going to play a Mind Stone and a Winter Orb. That might, I guess, the Winter Orb's not very good against this position, so maybe that's just actually worse for me, but okay, I'm probably just dead to a burn spell here. All right, I'm getting a little bit of hope. There's been a pause, so maybe I'm not just dead on the spot, but I have to imagine there's firebolts or incinerates or lightning bolts waiting for me. Pyroblast, okay. All right, so we're coming back at game 2. I am on the play since I lost. I'd like to play first, and doesn't do much. It has a Fling, which is so the question is do I need a mulligan this hand to draw into more action? Because the mana situation of this is pretty good, but it's like it's kind of all fluff. I am gonna mulligan. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna try and get. Okay, so here's a Black Vise. This seems better. Keep. I'm going to put. I think I put. Oh, I can put either Mountain or City of Traitors. Let's see here. think I really only need one red source. The only reason why I need really two red sources is if I'm casting like Atog and Fling in the same turn. So I'm gonna put a mountain on the bottom. I think it's more likely that I need like the 2 mana in one turn than double red. And I'm much more likely to draw a mountain than another City of Traitors. Okay. So I will start with a Black Vise. Do a little bit of damage. So some of the other cards that are in this deck that weren't seen in game one is there's Tangle Wires and Howling Mines. That's pretty much all I can think of. A couple Lotus Petals, and so it's hoping to get some damage with Black Vise and then or Ankh of Mishra, and then be able to finish them off with an Atog or a Dreadnought Fling. Okay, so now we just got a game plan to get him to 12. That's our game plan. So I'm going to play Rishadan Port, though it's not really effective at any point next turn. I guess it's better to not show him like the Winter Orb. It might make him play like if a little bit different. So I'm going to play the Port. And yeah, unfortunately, I'm not able to prevent him from playing Echo in any way. Okay. Um, I think it would have been better to play Winter Orb this turn to make it more likely that cards get stuck in his hand. Maybe I guess I wouldn't have mattered this turn. So if he has 5 cards, okay. All right, we have an Atog as well. So if I just fling him, if I fling 1, 2, 3, I have 4 mana. Okay, so I can't Winter Orb, Dreadnought, and Fling. I can just Winter Orb with the City of Traitors. I think I'm going to do that. And then that most likely says that he's going to take damage from the Black Vise twice. Alright, so we'll do it like that. I'm planning on playing the Dreadnought and Fling next turn. I guess he could have something like Pyroblast or Bolt during the upkeep with the Black Vise. But seems very unlikely that he'd Pyroblast from this spot. Oh, I probably should have boarded during the upkeep. Because I can untap just the mountain next turn and I'll have enough. So that was a mistake. So if I'm given this opportunity, is there ever a 2-drop that he wouldn't be able to play right now? Guess I might as well do it. Okay, it just got tapped, so. Alright, let's untap. Oh. Oh, that was okay. So that would have worked last turn. I definitely screwed that up. All right, that was bad. So I'm gonna untap the City of Traitors in case I draw or draw. Okay, Lotus Petal works. All right, let's fling this guy. Ciao. Feels good. What you gonna do about that red deck? All right. So we got it done. That definitely felt like a good sequence of draws. I think things went pretty well, even though my best attempts to screw things up. All right, so let's check out the sideboard. So it's a pretty rough draft of what I want to do for the sideboard. And I think okay, so it's interesting here. Like Sphere of Resistance is kind of decent against a red deck, given that like a lot of they have a lot of spells, but that's only if I have cards like Black Vise and Winter Orb in play, which aren't necessarily the best cards to begin with. Given that I've seen the the Goblin Patrols, I think I want Pyroclasm for both. Because I'm guessing he has Grim Lavamancers and Jackal Pups and the Goblins, so I think that's worth it. Are there any cards? Masticore is a little bit interesting too. So I'm guessing he might be bringing in some form of artifact destruction. In that case, Masticore isn't as good, but I don't. So I don't think I want to bring in the spheres. I think he's going to be able, like if I'm on the sphere plan, especially when I'm on the draw, he's going to be able to play most likely like two spells. And if I'm playing a sphere and he has pressure on the board, then it's probably more trouble for me. Ankh of Mishra is kind of scary because uh, I'm likely to take damage. That's a card where it's not nearly as good on the draw as it is in the play, especially scary against the red deck. And then Winter Orb is. I think it's like a necessary evil because it's kind of something I need. So I'm gonna take out the. I guess I could take out Ankhs and Orbs and put in Masticore. Let's try it. Yeah, so I haven't necessarily planned out every matchup and how sideboarding is going to go. So we'll kind of do a little experimentation and see how this goes. Okay, starting game 3, the Sligh deck is on the play, so we have our work cut out for us. I mean, this hand seems fine. I mean, with Black Vise and Howling Mine and then a Pyroclasm to punch him if he draws a bunch of creatures. So, I mean, I definitely can see this hand just going really poorly if I'm giving Howling Mine to the burn player. But I think I'm going to keep this just to see how things go. Right, fetch land into the Jackal Pup, Grim Lavamancer. Alright, that one I'm okay with. Alright, we got step 1 of the Mondo combo of Dreadnought, so now we just need a Fling. A damage off the Black Vise. I don't know, we might, I guess maybe with Howling Mine, might get to the point where he's dealing more damage, but just one from the Lavamancer. Okay, well, so now the goal is to get him to 12. Alright, we've got a plan. I mean, it almost seems like maybe Howling Mine is like a mistake in this position because if I'm just giving him burn, if I don't, it's still pretty unlikely that this Black Vise is going to be able to keep up, but we'll see. I'm hoping he plays a Jackal Pup, so I can just deal 2 damage to it. Alright, we got a Shattering Pulse for the Black Vise. That's not the end of the world. I mean, um, we only really need to deal 5 points of damage. Here comes a ball lightning, 7, so I'm at 12. Okay. I think Ancient Tomb is something. All right, Ancient Tomb is a little more appealing now. um, so let's see here. Yeah, I think I play the Masticore because while taking 2 damage and likely 2 more from a Grim Lavamancer activation, so I'm gonna say I'm at 8. Uh, it's possible or likely that there he has like a fetch land or something. I guess he's already used 2 fetch lands. I guess, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Masticore. I'm looking to end this game, I guess, next turn. Though, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's a little too aggressive. It just almost seems like if I'm using Pyroclasm and not doing anything else, he's just able to play something like just any creature and he's kind of in the same position. And I did not use my mana very effectively. Okay. The Masticore taken care of. Jackal Pup. Jackal Pup. Alright. I will use a Pyroclasm here. Especially since I have another one. Okay. I think so. The question I'm thinking about if I'm going to use a Lotus Petal so that I have a Rishadan Port activation. Unlikely that the 1 mana is. I guess he has Firebolt. All right. Yeah. We'll use the. We'll use the Rishadan Port during his upkeep. All right. We're scared of Fireblast here. I guess the other thing is like leaving up Lotus Petal might make him afraid to use like cast a ball lightning, and that would be a reason maybe to leave Lotus Petal up. But I don't know. Right. The mana did not get put to use, so I think that's a good sign. All right, here's a ball lightning. All right, so Fireblast will kill us. Looks like we could be dead. Oh, just Firebolt. I think there's a Fireblast in our future. Nope, nope, not yet. All right, so there's still a little bit of hope. I think we need to draw. I don't know what we can draw. We can do 15. And we have. Hmm. I mean, um, I mean, maybe there's a crazy world where he doesn't have a burn spell. He's got 5 mana, so we definitely need to tap. This is unlikely. So I am just going to play a Mind Stone and tap a land during his upkeep and hope to for him to not have a burn spell or any land. I don't know. Basically, I don't know what could be in his hand then, but maybe a bunch of ball lightnings. Maybe that's, I guess, what we're hoping for at this point. But I think our Howling Mine is going to kill us. Yeah, we're firebolted. Okay. Okay, so we're going into game 4. Got to figure out what we want to do for sideboarding. So before, in the last sideboard game, we had Pyroclasm and Masticore in, and Ankh of Mishra and Winter Orb out. So do we want to reevaluate whether Ankh of Mishra is good enough on the play? And I kind of think it is. I think especially, I mean, there's a bunch of fetch lands. Like if he just has, if I go turn 1 Ankh and he has fetch land, like dealing 4 to him makes us so much closer to kind of being able to kill him. So I'm gonna try taking out the Winter Orbs and 3 Tangle Wires. And I'll put in Pyroclasms. And this Masticore is kind of risky because we did see a Shattering Pulse. But I think it's kind of a risk we need to take, so. And the Howling Mine, I mean, maybe that's a card that's, maybe I should be bringing in something like Sphere of Resistance instead, but. Okay, this hand, I mean, I think it's good enough. It would turn 1 Black Vise, turn 2 Howling Mine, I think is reasonable. It would be nice if I had one of the 2 mana lands, but I'm going to keep this. I guess I have like a lot of, a number of decent draws. Something like Phyrexian Dreadnought's good. And I mean, like any of the Soul lands is good. So I think we're in okay shape. Ankh of Mishra would be okay. All right, he's at 16. And here comes Jackal Pup. Okay, we got a Rishadan Port. The choice is Port is land or play Howling Mine. I'm going to play Howling Mine. There's still a reasonable chance that I want to play Rishadan Port because of Howling Mine. I might be trying 2 cards. I will play the Rishadan Port. I guess he could have Wasteland to kind of punish me, but I think if he's using his mana to get rid of mine, then that's almost okay because I have Howling Mine and Black Vise. We're gonna get Shattering Pulsed here. That'd be a little bit sad, giving him a free card, but okay, just Firebolt. Firebolt. Okay. So he's getting close to getting under that Black Vise. Okay. I think I just go for the City of Traitors and the Masticore. If one of them dies, I think I'm not the most upset. And I guess the kind of scary thing is like if he just goes Ball Lightning, it's a little bit awkward, but I think it's pretty reasonable just to run out of the first Masticore. All right, so really looking forward that a Phyrexian Dreadnought. That would be Something I want to draw. And then if nothing else happens, then I think I'm probably just likely to be porting a land on his next turn and leaving up 2 mana for Masticore. If I draw another soul land, then I could play the other Masticore and have 2 mana up. Okay. He doesn't have any land. That's very good for me. Shattering Pulse on the Masticore. That's not the end of the world. Okay, I do at least have the option to play a Masticore on this turn. And I have an Atog, which is good for 1, 2, 4, 5 damage. So I can either Atog or Masticore. This is interesting. So if I think I just play the Masticore and then play Ancient Tomb. I'm gonna do that. Play this. So that he can't. I don't know what card would kill it in response, but I guess he'd never have priorities. Alright, so Bolt targeting me. Okay. Could be doomed. Makes me a little bit more. I guess he wants to get under a Black Vise, so I guess that makes sense too. But yeah, I'm just worried about Pyroblast coming at me. Okay, Price of Progress. That's 4 damage. Okay. So a bolt or a firebolt and a fireblast would do me in. Alright, now incinerates and fireblast. Another Price of Progress. Alright, that I can live with. I don't think he should attack with Jackal Buff. um, I'm trying to think if I use like, so the question is the end of turn is, do I want to play around Lightning Bolt? Well, he definitely doesn't have a Lightning Bolt and Fire Blast. So I guess he has 3 more Lightning Bolts. He has 4 Light Blasts. If I am playing around those, what am I hoping to draw? Um, so if I just have, let's see, yeah, next turn I can't Atog and Fling next turn unless I draw a Lotus Petal without taking damage, I'm assuming, because I'm trying to play around those cards. Oh yeah, I can. So if I mean, if I'm attacking with Masticore, he's likely just blocking with a Goblin Patrol, and then I'd be able to deal 7. That's not enough. Am I more likely to draw a Dreadnought? There's 3 of those, or him have. I don't know. I'm scared. I'm scared to take the damage, but I feel like I might just need to have gone for it right then. Okay, so there's a City of Traitors. Okay, so let's see here. I can City of Traitors, shoot a Goblin Patrol, attack for 4. And then I have... Still don't have enough to play Atog and Fling with the Chromatic Sphere without taking damage. My Atog can be 1, 2, 3, 4. I can do 9. Oh, I'm so close. I'm gonna play the city and shoot this Goblin Patrol. Attack. I guess I need to play Chromatic Sphere here anyways. But yeah, I think I had to take the damage. I mean, I could just play Atog, but I think it's pretty likely that he has ways to deal me damage. So I guess I'll just go for it. Yeah. There's a bolt there. I will fling this guy just for... Oh, we want to do it at the Jackal Pup. Just for fun. Yeah, I didn't... It seemed like it was really close, but I didn't think there was much I could do there. But yeah, we died to the bolt, so... Alright, so Sligh takes it down, but I feel like it was pretty close, and so it was a good run for the Atog Fling deck, so hopefully I'll find some refinements and be able to take it to some success, and maybe you'll see this deck in the future. But until next time, thanks everyone for watching, and take care.